A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will get first crack at it here. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games. And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Ray. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. On the return. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Clemson's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Keeping his eyes downfield. Across the 45. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Johnson. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he avoids the sack.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Looking for a crease. It's Ray. All over him immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Gets rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Still running at the 40. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Holds it, looking for a crease. Turning it on. The 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out wide left, it's Gibson. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. The ride. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Enough to move the chains. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Look out! Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ray. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Selling the fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up for the PAT.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's got to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Johnson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Snap to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Denson. Throws to the back. Left side, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
Keeps it himself. Now the toss. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to...
Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Ray. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Allen. Gets away from one, finds room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Might as well run him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Handoff for Jarrett. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll ride him again. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Checking in with Clemson's coach at the half. Although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate him for a lower body injury. They would not say exactly what it is. Let's hope it's not serious, but he is definitely out for the start of this second half. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. 2nd and long here. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Gibson. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game. Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Some misdirection with the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. From the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry up.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gibson again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Leon. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Hits inside, it's Johnson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
On the direct snap, it's Avery. Beck's going for the goal line. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Beck has it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Making the adjustment. Pushes for the goal line. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt to give it back and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
Back to throw, it's Denson. Right side, it's Burrows. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. And they'll fake it again. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
What a great play call by the head coach. They needed a play to change the momentum of the game, and they get it on the fake punt.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Fouls through the defense. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do...
Makes a grab and room to run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And he tacks on the extra point.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. The sure hands. It's Roach. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Drives inside. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Under pressure, finds his target. Lots of running room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Gibson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense,
and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Drops back on first down. Holds on, it's Allen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Denson. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Snags it and he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course.